Hi, this is Afterthoughts with Marquita
and Shannon.
And today we are reviewing Sherlock Season 3, Episode 1, entitled The Empty Hearse. Now, we're coming back in from a very strong season finale on Season 2, so a lot did happen in this episode, and it was a pretty good episode, so we're just going to jump right into it. We kick off the episode with the Empty Hearse fan club. They're giving their own scenarios on what's going on how Sherlock died, which happens to be a big thing right now.
We see in this episode, we see three different possibilities or theories on how he died. And so the first one is from Dr. Anderson from the forensics department. And
his fan club, which is devoted to the fact that Sherlock is not dead. Yes, exactly. See, and his guilt is driving him towards this because he totally spearheaded the accusations against Sherlock, and which led to his suicide. So it's just tearing up at him. So getting into the episode, we're with Sherlock. He's getting his ace handed to him. He's getting beat. He's tied up. We see he's in the Middle East, somewhere.
He's in a Russian prison.
In a Russian prison. And it turns out Mycroft is there. He was undercover the whole time to bring Sherlock back home because they know some issues hitting the fan. So what's going on is there's an underground network that is planning to attack the Westminster Palace in London. That's all they know. They know it's an underground network.
So they're trying to blow up Parliament. And I guess it's somehow connected to the 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November. I don't know exactly what that is. I only know about it from V for Vendetta. So it has something to do with London's independence or big issue they had over there. Sorry, UK. Love you guys.
So Sherlock's back, and he's, Mycroft got him back, and so they're back. And the first thing he decides to do is go see his dear friend Watson. We've already seen that Watson has visited Miss Hudson finally and announced his engagement. So
she thinks it's to a dude.
Throughout the whole series, they're not sure if two older men living together always raises people's suspicions, which is, nowadays. It's still norm.
So he has to correct.
I know it's normal.
He has to correct Mrs. Hudson finally and tells her, how many times I have to tell you I'm not gay? Nothing wrong with it or anything, but finally we find out that they're really not gay.
Well, we knew because he's dated so many girls on the show. So he's already visited Miss Hudson. We know he's going to be proposing. Sherlock comes up to him in the restaurant where he's getting ready to propose to his fiancée, or his fiancée-to-be.
And this is where we see Mary the first time. We finally see who Mary is. Actually, Mary is, in real life, Martin Freeman's real wife. So that's a pretty cool little tidbit. So it made me like her a lot more. Like, oh, that's so cute. But so we see Mary for the first time. And right before he proposes, or before Watson proposes to her, Sherlock is finally unveiled to him.
He approached him a couple of times, and he was trying to get his attention, but Watson didn't recognize him. So he finally unveils him to him, and of course, to normal response, Watson's upset.
Very upset.
I have to agree with them. It was 2 years. A few people did know about Sherlock's fake death. And he could have told Watson.
And he finds out slowly but surely through the episode how many people actually knew that Sherlock was alive.
If there was anyone he should have told, it should have been Watson. So I completely agree with his anger, which was hands down my favorite scene in the episode. I love Watson attacking him, and I love Benedict's or Sherlock's very nonchalant attitude about it. Just like, I'm here, I'm not dead, so what of it? Come on. So I do like, that's that definite contrast that we've gone to love about the characters. So, awesome scene. That was my favorite scene.
Oh, and then we do start Mustache Gate. This mustache is extremely terrible. It's quite funny. They make several jokes about it through the entire episode, but it's not becoming of Mr. Watson at all.
Thank God it didn't last long. Moving on. So he knows he's back. So Sherlock gets called on a couple of crime scenes fresh out of the batch. And he takes Molly Hooper along with him, the morticianer that was gushing over him, the only woman with sense apparently. And he takes her along with her. There's fake crime scene set up. And he also goes to see another guy who has security footage of a train that goes under the subway. And a guy gets on and he never gets off. So this piques Sherlock's interest. So this is where we're getting to the main point, the main case of the episode. So we find out also that Molly's engaged. you know, we're happy for her. She doesn't want to tag along with Sherlock in his cases anymore. It's a little too much for a morticianer, but she's, you know, it was nice to catch up with her character. So, and he got to definitely thank her for everything, which I did like, because she does help him out a lot.
So, we find out still that London still doesn't know Sherlock's alive. He still wants to keep it on the little down low or whatever. So then we shoot back over to theory number 2. We're back over to the Empty Hearse club, and they discuss theory number 2. And then all of a sudden their phones ring, and there's a news broadcast. Sherlock lives. So now everybody knows that Sherlock is now alive.
Okay.
Watson shaves. Yay.
Big guy. Awesome. He looks like 10 years younger. Jeez. Okay, the next climatic part on this episode, Mary gets we see Watson get kidnapped in front of 221B as he was coming to visit. And Mary gets a text message to her phone that she immediately takes to Sherlock, which they decipher that they need to save Watson, and they haul ass on the motorcycle, and Watson's bounded up inside of
underneath a pyre or something,
it's like a Wicker Man thing.
Yeah, version of Burning Man.
It's a church thing though, and they save him just in time. Bada bing, bada boom.
We still don't know at this point who did that or how it ties into this terrorist group. And
yeah, he just randomly got kidnapped and almost burned alive. We're not even sure who did it yet or who sent out these orders. So he is saved, which brings him to Sherlock's house the next day, and they start doing what they used to do, cracking cases. So he's at Sherlock's house, which we saw his parents in this episode, which was really funny because it shows he's Sherlock no matter who it is. It could be his parents, it could be anybody, but they got the old 22 screw too. You know, like they're wasting his time thing.
Go.
That was awesome. I like that scene.
And once again, Watson's baffled, like, wait, no. Beside everything else, those are your parents?
Yeah, because you never know with a guy like that.
They're so normal. And they're sweet. They're sweet little white-haired folks.
That was a cute scene. So while Watson and Sherlock are in the apartment, they figure, going back and forth, Sherlock does his mastermindness, and they figure out that the underground attack is literally an underground attack, and the disappearing man must be going to the underground, literally under the ground, where they have this bomb planned out.
So they figure out that the reason why the one of the carts was missing in the footage before, the security footage, was because it was detached somewhere between the two stops, and it was actually literally the bomb that was going to blow up Parliament before they voted on some type of terrorist bill. So they go down to through the subway system. The subway system is not the tube system, okay? The subway system. And they find the cart. And they have to figure out how to dismantle it, and they've got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. It's activated, the timer's counting down. Sherlock goes into his mind palace trying to figure out how he's going to dismantle this bomb, and Watson's panicking, and he can't believe Sherlock can't figure out how to dismantle this bomb. And so Sherlock's pretty much saying his goodbyes, and Watson's refusing to say anything nice because he's still angry about him faking his death. But towards the end, Watson just lets him have it, you know, I love you, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was sweet.
He told him he was the most brilliant, intelligent man he's ever met, and he wanted him to know that he always thought he was a good man, and he's sorry about the things that he said, and he was happy he wasn't dead. So he let it out, and as soon as he opened up his heart and embraced himself for the big boom, Sherlock bust out laughing, and he's just like, you know, it's like super sight. You know, there was the off switch on the bomb. It was a simple switch.
So that was kind of cool. That was funny.
That was funny. Sherlock being Sherlock, but now at least, you know, they're buddies again. Yay! And we also had a little breakaway scene in between there where we're back with the Empty Hearse fan club, where Sherlock gives us assumption numero 3 of how I did it. It's how I did it gate over there, and of course, it turned out to be another rouge.
Another one. So we are not sure how he survived. He was going to tell Watson at some point in the episode, but Watson's like, I don't care how you did it. I just want to know why you did it. So we could have found out, but we just don't know how he did it. Just the mystery of Sherlock.
Maybe we'll find out one day. But so that was the episode. It ended at the very end with we're seeing a little prelude into the next episode, where we see an old man and his mystery eyes staring at the scene recording of Sherlock pulling Watson out the fire.
And you hear Mary's voice in the background over and over again too.
Good detail.
You hear her.
There's
a lot of different things in what Mary in the episode when they did shoot to when Sherlock did read Mary. In there, you can see secrets.
Yeah, I was reading
liars.
those a lot more. When we watched it the second time, when he read Mary, you'll see Farai in the future. But I was reading, paying attention to those things, her hidden tattoo, and and all the things he read on her. So it was quite interesting indeed.
And then when I don't know if they had a little party or something happened where Molly came with her boyfriend. So we see what her boyfriend looks like for the first time, and he's pretty much a spitting image of Sherlock. Tall, curly hair,
tall,
thin,
lean,
long face. So that was kind of funny.
It was cute.
It was really cute.
Sherlock doesn't even read him. He just walks right out the door.
Yeah, whatever.
Super awesome. That's the Empty Hearse. Another great episode.
Great writing, impeccable.
Such good writing. Even the moments when he goes into his mind vault to try to figure things out, and the way they show him just going down, just thinking and standing there, and the thoughts running across his mind, literally in words. It was really good. I love the way they designed their scenes.
So yeah, just amazing writing once again.
And so I'm going to give this episode, honestly, an A. Like a lot of Sherlock episodes is getting, it seems.
An A.
Yeah, definitely. Again, we love this show. Best new show on TV right now.
Yes, so can't wait for episode 2.
Which we will be reviewing.
We'll be reviewing next week, so you'll see that.
Sherlock is now aired in the United States.
It comes on PBS on Sundays.
So, yes, today is Sunday as we're filming this. Not that you would have known that. But yeah, so it's now aired on Sundays in America. So catch it. It's perfect time.
Catch that. Watch our reviews. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you like our opinions, let us know. If you dislike our opinions and have your own opinions about what's going on this season, please feel free to comment and we will respond back to you.
And again, if you're not watching Sherlock, make sure you do. Thank you so much for watching Afterthoughts. Make sure you check out our other videos as well. And we'll catch you next time. This has been Afterthoughts with Marquita.
And Shannon.
Till next time.
Bye-bye.